okay, for a movie like this, I'm a sucker for found footage films, but you need a story. You need a story to connect what you are doing and what the outcome is. This movie does not do any of that. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing House on Eden. Sorry about that. What's about pretty simple premise? We have 3 YouTubers that were about to go to a cemetery, but however, one person's like, no, I found something on the internet about this random house in the woods, and let's go there instead. They go there instead, weird shit happens, and that's the film. And that is what is the true hindrance of this film is. Unlikable characters, no story, the humor falls flat. With found footage films, there's a difference between shaky cam and not knowing what the fuck I'm seeing. And this movie is that I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing when they're walking for the first 30 minutes of the film. It's like, oh my god, what's over there? And of course, there's nothing over there. It's all about the perception of, oh, something could be over there. And it's not good. This movie has very few things going for it. And I think just because I didn't like any of the characters, I didn't connect with any of the characters, I didn't connect with the story. Nothing is explained in this fucking movie. And that's where I get confused or frustrated. Blair Witch Project. You know why they're going in the woods. You know what they're trying to do. Paranormal Activity. You understand that. The Bay. You understand that. There's different movies where it's different found footage types, but you understand, you kind of see what is going on in this movie. But with this movie, you don't understand the house. You don't explain shite. They don't explain shite. All you're supposed to know, there's this girl that went missing 60 years ago. That's it. And how we're supposed to connect this old lady with at the gas station and maybe in the house, and you're trying to be like, oh my god, it's connected because this lady. No, nothing is fucking explained. And have the ending like that, you're just like, it's such an eye-rolling experience where it actually makes me very frustrated with a movie like this, because there are some interesting premises in this movie, like, why is this house here? Why does this house have no dust? Why does no one live here? Why does it look the way it does? They don't explain none of that shit. They don't explain if there truly is a ghost. There is no explanation when you actually think about this movie, because at the very end, it's not a ghost story. It's a cult story that something happens at the very end, but then it tries to treat like a cult story where something is coming from the fucking roof, which makes no goddamn sense. Also with these cat balls and this Alice radio thing, you're just like, okay, is this a ghost story or is it a cult story? You don't know what it is, so how the fuck am I supposed to know what it is? That is what my frustration is yes, there are good premises in this movie where I'm like, dive deeper into that. But I want to say the whole runtime, including credits, is like an hour and 15 minutes. So you ain't gonna fucking get it. And the humor doesn't work in this film at all. The likable characters, the dude was the only quote-unquote likable character in this movie, and that was it. He's barely in it. And my god, anything major that occurs in this film isn't on camera. You don't see it. You only hear it where you're like, oh, what's around the corner? Ah! What's around that corner? Ah! You're like, oh my god, this is what made Blair Witch, this is what made Paranormal Activity so successful, because Paranormal Activity focused on a specific scene and had it play out of like, the girl's getting dragged from her bed. There's the blankets moving. Or they go in the attic. They find the burnt pitcher. You have shit like that that connects the story from point A to point B to point C. Here you don't fucking get it. Lilith, you don't. Okay, maybe it's the old lady, but why is she there? Why is she ramming the gas station? Why is there a bunch of old ladies that are just killing themselves on it? Why is she pregnant? Like, there's so many things where you add shit to this fucking movie, which is just added to add nothing to this film. And that's my frustration. I love found footage. I'm a sucker for this type of movie. This is for me like Strange Harvest looks fucking amazing. I cannot wait to watch that. But this movie, it's not acted well. There is no story. The only positive thing to say about this movie is there were good aesthetics of creepiness sprinkled throughout before knowing what the end goal was. And when you see the end goal and you try to look at what happened throughout the whole hour and 15-minute movie, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So House on Eden will receive a 0.5 out of 5 Futons, which equals that 10%. Let's see the critics and news scores gave this one. Critics, a 24% with 17 of them. Nothing for the audience score. But when looking at some of the critics, they're giving a 1.5 out of 5, a 2 out of 5. One likes it. One gave it a B+. There was no plot. There was no fucking plot. 24-10. Chase like here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, I'm on these Futontopia. You Blue Tony. Thank you for watching. A great day. I don't care if you watch it today, tomorrow, a week from, a month, a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. Ugh, this movie made me mad.